Right, this is Mike James, and I am with, tell us your name and then I'll see if I can pronounce your band correctly.
My name is Alex.
And you're from Nekrogoblikon.
That's correct. Nailed it.
In one, that's superb, man. I first became aware of you after Download last year,
awesome.
Which seemed to, when everyone kind of just jumped on board with you guys. How's it been since Download last year, the attention you've been having yourself?
It's done a lot for us, at least here in the UK. That definitely, I think that's the reason we're on this tour, is because that happened. That was one of the most fun shows I've ever played, and we definitely weren't expecting it either. We went out to it thinking like, it could be completely empty here, the tent could be packed, we have no idea, let's go out there and have a good time, but we're blown away by the response. It was pretty unreal.
Pretty much, man.
Yeah.
We were around the back of the stage, just walking through, and we saw this huge crowd outside, so we stuck our heads in, and it was like, it's a guy with an owl on his head, and they're playing like banging tunes. What's going on, man? This is insane.
Who, with an arrow on his head?
An owl.
Oh no, you have us confused with Kavulur Tech.
Oh, have I? No.
That's the guy with the owl on his head. Yeah, we have the goblin.
You're right, I am. Well, my bad.
No, they did compare. I remember they had like the two screenshots next to each other. Download posts up. Us next to. That might be why.
I was going to come on to the goblin masks and stuff. Where'd you get those made from, and how is it performing with, I guess, latex all over your face? It
all started. Well, I'm not the goblin personally, but the goblin. It all started with the video, and we were basically a band that played in front of like 10 to 15 people a night, something, for years, for like 7 years, or something like that. And we played a show that was of that size, but one of the people in the audience was a friend of a director, or was a friend of a friend who was also a director.
Yeah. And
he was blown away by our performance. He's like, I have to do a music video for you guys. So he came up with this concept of having a goblin that's in everyday life situations, because at the end of the day we're not a band that's really about mythology so much. Like there's a lot of bands that there's Fintroll and all these folk metal bands that are really into it, and they're awesome. I love those bands, but I feel like attitude wise we don't take ourselves seriously at all. So there's no point. The director was first saying, I thought this idea of having you guys in a goblin war, but then I realized, let's just do something funny with this, because what you guys are into. So that just did everything. And the reason we got the download offer was because of that video, and that's why we're here. So
is that the No One Survives video?
That's the No One Survives video.
It stormed on YouTube, didn't it? Like 1.3 million views in 3 months or something like that.
Something ridiculous. Something mind blowing. Yeah.
How are you going to follow something like that up?
Well, we did the Power Core video, which is has the live performance footage from Download. We do want to kind of have we do want to continue the narrative, but we also want to have videos that are step outside of that, because we don't see ourselves as a one-dimensional band. We have all kinds of silly aspects to the band.
Well, we've already been outside the venue like 2 hours before the doors open. There's people giving away masks and stuff for you guys.
Yeah, that's our crew.
They're on it then.
Should be good.
Wasn't Fred Durst calling you, was it?
He calls me a lot. Yeah. He just wants to know how I'm doing.
The album Power is out now.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going from your side?
Great. It's definitely gotten more exposure than anything else we've put out, and it was a half length, as we call it. Where we do have a full length coming out this year.
Okay.
Basically, as soon as we get back home from this, it's just back to writing, recording, and hopefully have it out as soon as possible.
Are you coming back to Europe for the festival season at all, or is it literally now just write the album and then get that out?
I will hopefully we can come back in support of the album is the idea, but we just have to work out logistics and figure out what we can do, and also because it's really expensive for us coming out here, and we don't have a label, so we're funding it ourselves.
Doing it all DIY.
DIY, yeah. We have a manager, agent, and publicist, but we don't have anyone fronting us money.
Yeah.
So,
fair enough.
But the bright side is, since we make all the money from our music sales, we can put that into that. So it's been working all right so far.
Are you just concentrating on Europe, or is it are you playing the entire globe at the moment?
It just depends on what kind of offers we get. We've gotten a lot of opportunities in the States, but a lot of them just didn't feel right to us, and we don't feel like it's right for bands to go on tour just out of desperation to be on the road. It should be an interesting package or something where it's just fun for us and fun for the audience, and so far a lot of those offers were like that for us. So we just, we're not just taking it one step at a time, see what comes our way, and
That's cool, man.
So
you've been playing around the UK for a few days now. Has there been any British bands that have kind of like grabbed you and go, oh, I've got to check those guys out?
Baby Godzilla, those guys are awesome.
Yeah,
they're awesome dudes, and the stage energy is incredible. Last show in Dublin, we in order to get pumped up for our set, we just watched the end of their set. We're like, all right, I'm ready.
That's cool,
yeah, they're fun. They're awesome guys too.
Awesome. It's been a pleasure chatting to you.
Yeah, you too.
Enjoy the show tonight, man.
All right, thanks a
very much.
lot. Yeah,
Cheers.
thank you.